your boy, Dr. Willis. Today, we're going to be talking about love. Now, we've all been there. You see a girl you like, you start talking to her. You finally work up the courage to make her move. Then, boom. You're doing time in a little place called the friend zone. Now, of course, Dr. Willis has never experienced the friend zone because Dr. Willis is a damn player. He's an alpha male. Now, my objective here today is to teach you how to be just like Dr. Willis and squeeze every ounce of the sweet, sweet juice of love out of every woman you come across. Now, let's start with a diagram. This is a beta male. Now, some of you may be asking, am I a beta male? Well, the answer is simple. If you have to ask, then you definitely are one. Basically, if you have to ask for anything at all, then you're a beta. But Dr. Willis is clearly an alpha male. And the most alpha thing to do is judge others, to put them beneath you and make you feel superior. So that is exactly what we're going to do today. Together. Now here is our diagram of the beta male. Let's start over here with the head. Now we're going to start over here at the head. A brain. Do they have one? Intelligence. Are they that? Unclear. Now betas think they don't need to be big because they're smart. Okay. Well, let me ask you something. If you're so smart, then why are you so damn small? Checkmate. You can see betas wearing some sort of floppy Indiana Jones hat, or a man bun, or a combination of the two. This is used to make betas appear hip, or artsy, or sensitive, or have a sense of style. Things betas use to cover up the lack of alphaness. Moving on to the eyes. Now, aside from all other very obvious signs of being beta, like being small or frail or being this clown, you can easily identify a beta by its eyes. You will notice a complete lack of eye contact, like trying to talk to a guilty dog. Trying to make eye contact with the beta is like trying to push two magnets together the wrong way around, or like the Mona Lisa, except wherever you are in the room, it's not looking at you. Also known as the Mona Lisa. Other things to look for are glasses, due to poor genetics, bloodshot eyes, due to crime, and a general lack of defeat and bewilderment. Okay, moving on to the beard. Most likely non-existent, but if it is attempted, and believe me, it will be attempted, it will most likely be in the form of a shitty, wispy faux tee, looking like Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean. As far as I remember, he was just getting cuffed non-stop. Pretty sure it was just a bunch of movies about a guy who brings his wife on a cruise to get screwed by sailors. Moving on to the mouth. Listen to the beta's mating call. You can often hear beta saying things like, "I'm sorry," or "the truth," or singing marshmallow lyrics. Yay. You'll notice a tie because he has a real job, like a loser. Skin pasty, doughy, very untanned. Beta is basically an undercooked man. This ghostly, haunting-looking complexion can also be attributed to bad habits such as wearing t-shirts at the beach or putting on sunscreen like a nerd. Okay, now for the shoulders. Very slumped, narrow, soggy looking shoulders. Looking like a wet gumpy. Now what causes this, you might ask? Evolutionarily speaking, the shoulders become slumped due to years of groveling and self-doubt, and they also become narrowed under the force of repeated hugs, which they need for emotional support. It's like taking a lump of clay and just sticking it through your fingers like that, and it just comes out like, I'm a beta male. Please, please. Moving on to the chest. Beta males are what we call bird-chested. A collapsed appearance like a pushed-in doll's face. Alphas stick the chest out to make themselves appear bigger and more threatening, even though we know this is just empty air. Betas, on the other hand, have long been deflated from the giant gut punch that life delivered to them, right in the gut at birth. Oh, I'm a baby. I'm just a poor little baby. Suck it. This is life. The arms of the beta male. Little known fact here: beta arms are actually 100% linguine, like Parappa the Rapper. Along with the pasta arms, you also notice a shirt with sleeves. Now, Dr. Willis can't talk about that because you made him this way. It's his thing to wear hoodies, and it's your fault. But betas think that wearing sleeveless shirts is for douchebags. Well, the answer to that is simple. It's because it is. Okay, the stomach. If they have abs, which is doubtful, it's only because they're skinny. This is nothing to be proud of. Like, I don't know, getting famous on the internet. This is where they derive most of the weakness, the stomach. The stomach is filled with food allergies and gluten intolerance and butterflies, which are the softest insects. I mean, they're named after butter, and they're constantly in this state of a dry heave. Okay, genitals. This is actually blank, like a Barbie doll or one giant tank. Just take a Dr. Scholl's and slap it down. Okay, legs. Notice the legs, like those of a flamingo. They're so weak and frail that the knees practically go backwards. And also cargo shorts to hold the graphing calculators of Samsung phones. Okay, on to the feet. Notice the little dick-toed shoes he has on. These are because he's training for a 5K that his girlfriend made him sign up for. And so he can easily run from confrontation. Assuming that he has a girlfriend, we'll talk about that later. Now that you understand the difference between an alpha and a beta male, you can determine if you're worthy of being loved by a woman. This could possibly be a rhetorical question, because no one deserves to be loved by a woman. They're all questionably terrible creatures. Only metaphorically, though, and only under certain circumstances. For example, imagine Smeagol from The Hobbit. Now imagine Gollum slinging raw fish against the cave wall because he doesn't have his ring. My point is that women are great, but like a bajillion times better with the dude in their life. But they don't know that until what they obsess over so much is taken away from them. But together, it's beautiful. It's also corrupt if no one knows what they're doing. Which is where alpha males are superior, because we always know what we're doing and controlling the situation 100% of the time. Alpha male tip 1. Build your relationship on trust. A relationship without trust is like a cell phone with no service. All you can do is play games. And that sucks. Especially if the game sucks and they're boring. Alpha male tip 2. Don't let a relationship get boring. In order for a relationship to work, you gotta synchronize. You know, putting the spices in the platter, you know. Too much salt or too much pepper, and it's corrupt. You gotta be responsive to the ratio. Okay, yeah, this sure makes no sense. Alpha male tip 3. Go places together. Any relationship where you don't see each other outside of school or work is gonna be corrupt. It's like watching football on the TV. You see it, and you know it's there. But unless you're handed a football, your dreams of going into the NFL are never gonna happen. Just like your dream of curing cancer, little Billy. Alpha male tip 4. Get to know her friends and family. This one ties in with going places because sometimes parents are strict and you gotta let them get to know you. However, as the wise Dr. Willis once said, there are 3 things that you can do to assert your dominance over a parent. It's called the 3 B's. And it stands for beg, bribe, and blackmail. It can also stand for many other things, such as big booty bitch. So as you can see, Dr. Willis is a creative fellow. If you use those 3 methods, then you don't need to worry about meeting your parents. You're already living in Mexico somewhere with $500,000 in the bank, all because you threatened to kill the family fish. Meeting your friends is still important though, I think. Alpha male tip 5. Okay, I actually forgot to write something down for this. I probably don't know what I'm talking about anyway. Respect. Women are like elephants. Everyone loves to look at them, but no one likes to have to keep one. Your job as an alpha is to be an elephant connoisseur, except you can only have one at a time, or you're like Kano man whore. Women supposedly go through a lot, so be an alpha. Respect elephants. I remember that blue is cool, because it is.